Oh man, you want to see something awesome? Got new remote. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And that's even more awesome. What's inside? What's inside that counts, apparently. So anyways, we are going to do a bill question and answer number, I think it's 44. It might get stupidly hot in here, I don't know, we'll see. I want to get in here before we get too many skeeters and stuff going on. But anyways, question and answer number 44. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys will enjoy these answers to the questions that you have sent. And the email is in the description if you've got one to send. It's a little bit dark in here. Could pull out, I guess. Let's pull out. Maybe I gotta get some keys. Isn't that sweet? So this thing does up to 4. I think you can do C and D too. So I got this one for this door, of course. Let's see here. Oh yeah, listen how quiet it is. Okay, I'll stop that. Go back up. And then B, I've got programmed to my other door down in the cemetery garage there. So that's kind of sweet. I can't see what I'm doing here. Oh baby. I'm just gonna pull out here a little bit. Might even sit in here with the air conditioner running while we're doing a question and answer. Why not? Well, maybe just get out here enough where it's not gonna be too stinky in the garage. Maybe about there somewhere. Okay, let me get you set up here. I got the little mini 3D printed GoPro tripod we did here a while back. And we'll do question and answer number 44. 44! Holy crap! Okay, looks like I'm way off in the distance. It's just because of the GoPro camera. Ooh, this air conditioning is nice. Let's finagle that a little bit. We'll burn a bit of diesel while we're doing this. So let me pull up the questions. Thank you for sending in questions. We need more questions, and we've got quite a few, and I've kind of neglected doing this. Mostly only because let me see if I can reposition you guys here. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Mostly because I know what I can do to make me look not so far away. I'll pull myself up. Maybe I can move you up here. Hang on, we gotta finesse this a little bit. Ooh, don't know if that's gonna work. What are we doing here? No, we can't see anything there. If I'm real careful and don't move much, it might stay there all right. It is very crazily resting on nothing pretty much. So I do apologize for not keeping up to this. I've been kind of busy, we'll say, with this big project behind us. So the first one here is from February 20th of 2025. So at least it's the same year, but we're now into the start of June. So we're a few months behind, we'll say. Anyways, this is quite a long one. I think I'm just gonna jump right into his question. Actually, we'll read it here. This is from John Beer, and he doesn't say where he's from. It says from Tyler on the bottom, so okay. So anyways, he says, hey Bill, I've been meaning to write you since your first Q&A. What kept you so long? This is the 44th one. Almost as old as me. Almost. First Q&A, but haven't got to it yet till now. I'm 20 years old and I have been a fan of your channel for many years. So thank you so much for being a fan. That is nice to hear. I first found your channel way back in 2013 from Farm Sim Saturday videos on FS13. That is going back quite a piece. I've watched hours and hours of your videos with Iron Man, well, poor Iron Man, vlogging life. I haven't actually seen him for quite a few years, but I've texted him back and forth. The odd time we text back and forth. I should just randomly call him one day just to, hey man, you're live on YouTube or something. He does lives all the time as well, right? So, and he lives way up in North Bay, which is like 4 and a bit, almost maybe 5 hours-ish from me here, so it's not a close commute, we'll say. Anyways, boy, I haven't seen him for, well, a lot of years too. So, since vlogging life, plow days with the old tractors, yeah, I miss them too. It's just COVID. I'll explain that while we're on that topic. COVID kind of dried up our club a bit. In a couple of ways, COVID did it, and then frickin' stupid frickin' fair board out here that we used to take all our stuff out to the fair. You guys seen videos on my channel of taking boards to the fair and other stuff to the fair. Well, the one year, I don't know, they were doing weird stuff with money out there, the fair board, and they didn't pay people even for like fair entries, like what do they call that? You know, you'd enter like a tomato or something as part of that category, right? Stuff like that. First, second, third prize, and then whatever they call it, runner up. You got a ribbon, and if you got first prize, you got like $5. Big deal, right? It cost you like $8 to put the thing in to get it to show it, right? Or whatever it was. So they didn't pay people one year, so we're like, that's sure, okay, that's weird. And then the next year, normally when we took our displays there, they would pay us so much to the club for bringing stuff out. I personally myself never saw any money, which is fine, but it all went to the club. And they owed us money from that year too. Never paid it. We were just gonna, I don't know what they call it when it's like a donation thing, but we wrote it off, say. Doesn't make a big deal, you know, we're not in it for profit. And the next year they didn't even include us in it. So it's like in the fair. So I'm like, holy crap. So that kind of sucked, but yeah, we haven't done that for a long time. Plus, some of the guys are getting older now too, and they probably don't really want to do a whole lot of stuff with it anymore. It's a lot of work, you know. So, but anyways, okay, so let's get back to this. Sorry, kind of got ranting there a bit. Plow days and the old tractors, videos of our old Jeep and van. Man, you have been around for a while, I'm telling you. Building your small green dump trailer, yeah, that was a good one. And all your gaming content. You introduced me to Half-Life 2, which is one of my favorite game series now. I really wish they'd come out with another version of that. It would do probably so well. But these people, even like Left 4 Dead, they did Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. There's definitely room in the market for a third version of that, but they never come out with it. So it's like, you guys just scored all that money, I guess, from selling games, and then that was it. No, we don't need to make any more. Man, they should have come out with these games, because I think they do well. Okay, so let's get back to this again. Sorry, I got ranting again. I introduced you to Half-Life 2. It's my favorite game series now. And all the way up till now with you building the shop. Well, there you go. So you've kept right up to date. That is good. Hopefully once the shop is built, your repair and fabrication videos can continue like the old days. I work at a tractor dealership as a mechanic, and genuinely think you are one of the reasons got me interested in doing mechanical maintenance. Sweet! That's awesome, buddy. And fixing things at a young age. You got to start young. It's better to have the knowledge of stuff like that, and you don't have to figure it out when your brain is old and doesn't work too well anymore. It should hopefully stay in there. Anyways, let's get to the first question. First question. A long time ago, you talked about playing the original Half-Life game but couldn't get it to work. There's a new version now called Black Mesa. I think I've got that. I'm gonna have to look because I don't remember now. I've got a lot of games in my Steam folder. I might have that. Black Mesa, it's a rebuild of the original Half-Life, but much better with better graphics. I'm gonna have to check into that because that would be cool to do a playthrough of that again. Would you do a video on that one in the future? Well, there we go, we might. Second question. I don't know if you can talk about it or not, but has there been any big changes back in the cemetery since the last videos in there? Honestly, it's same old, digging holes, filling it in, cutting grass, servicing mowers, which I usually do up here with you guys, sharpening blades, stuff like that. It's basically the same thing, only like 10 years later kind of thing. I'm just 10 years older basically, so pretty much all the same. Third question. Oh yeah, and I'm being nice to you and letting you get all these questions in. Third question, do you have any fabrication projects in mind once the shop is built, like the dump trailer or the trailer for the Mini X? I don't know when there are any fabrication videos like that as for say for now. It's more like I've got this 8N here I bought that's been sitting over here for a wee while. I'm gonna wreck this camera mount, aren't I? You can kind of see it over there. It just kind of needs to be all gone through, rewired and stuff. It's still turned over, but what condition the engine's in, I don't know. The old 2N up there is still running pretty good. Doesn't mechanically need anything. I think we pretty much went through it when we did all those repair videos on that. The hood's not in great shape. Could probably get a new hood on it, but when it's in this state like this, if it's the paint's a bit faded and it's a bit rusty, you don't really need to worry about it so much. If I got a new hood and I made it all nice and primed it and painted, I wouldn't want to leave it really outside. I don't really want to leave them outside, but we'll maybe eventually get these inside the new shop too, right? Or have to start eliminating some tractors. That might have to happen. So we got the 800 in there. We got the John Deere AR in there. I don't think I'd sell the AR. I'd probably get rid of that 800. Might even get rid of this 2N. If this 8N here is good, I might hang on to it. Keep the AR and this 8N if it's good. And then of course I got Boris. I gotta change the rear end on that because most of you know what happened there. I'll show you a bit more of that when we get that up here. That might be more of like a winter project because that's going to be a little bit of messing around. Fourth question. Holy smokes. Sorry, let's go back to the third question. Anything fabricating? I can't really think of anything at the moment off the top of my head. Fabricating anything? No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But you never know what the next day brings. So anyways, fourth question. Once the shop is built, have you thought about connecting a shop to the current shed for extra space? You run out of space and so fast in the shop, especially if it's heated in the winters. You run out of space so fast in a shop, especially if it's heated in the winters. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I'm going to connect them. Everything is going to be pretty much transferred over to the new shop. The old shop here will be I'm going to leave the air compressor in there, I think, and I'll be able to just run it there and then run an air line through the wall through like a conduit thing or an ABS pipe or something through the wall, get it all siliconed in, whatever have you. And I'm going to run power into the new shop, but I think I'm gonna do that with that too, is run some of that armored cable through like a conduit-y thingy through the wall and then displace it out into the new shop kind of thing. I've already got an extra panel. Yeah, this is a sub panel in this one, and I don't really think I want to run to another sub panel in the new building, so I might just run it out of here and then run it into there. I think that'd be all right. Any electricians out there, let me know if that's a good thing or not. Like I said, I've got the main panel in the house, and then this runs to the sub panel out here. And then I have to run another sub panel. It would be nice to actually run one big wire over, but I don't know if I really want to do that. So, and in this shop, I'm not going to really need a lot of power. Maybe 3 or 4 plugs to run some of the electric stuff, and then lights. I'll need a power run to lights and then to a switch to shut the lights on and off. I'm going to have to sit down and really do a mapping of it. Anyways, that's it. Thanks, Tyler, for sending that in. That's a lot of good questions. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is from Jake Hendricks. He says, hey Bill, it's Jake here. What's the most snow? That's a good question. What's the most snow you have got at one time, and how hard was it to clean up? Sorry, I just gotta open my eyes. How hard was it to get cleaned up? Hope you and your family are doing well and staying warm. This is from February 21st. So, in my younger years here, when we had the 4110 tractor, that was like the first kind of green John Deere we got, with the same size 47-inch snowblower, not the same one, the same type of blower. We got, so this is all I had to do snow with, all these roads in here. So the one road where you start, where the road splits and goes all the way around the whole cemetery out and around, is 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. Using that snowblower, you had to do that 3 times. So that's 3 kilometers just for the outside road. And then all the other inner roads and other connecting roads. I think it ends up being in and around the 20 odd kilometer range. That's a lot of friggin' snow blowing when you think about that. So each road is basically pretty much 3 spaces wide. Now, when you got a big dump of snow, you can only go so fast. If you go too fast, of course, it starts spilling out onto the stuff you've just done. So you got to go at a certain speed so it is able to suck it in and then get rid of it. Now, this is also before we had the great big snow blower and my snowplow blade for the backhoe. So we got one year, I can't remember what year it was now. It was a lot of snow in one dumping. I had to leave the gates closed for like 2.5 days. It took me that long to get around here. And I'm talking like 10-hour days. It was freaking stupid. From what I remember, we never had any breakdowns, which was good too. It just took forever. So I had to leave the gate closed, and it was unbelievable. This past year, we never really got 2024, 2025 winter here. We never really got a lot of snow all at once, but we got a lot of snow. It's very rare, the one big section at the back there, it's kind of got all the smaller traditional now sized stones back there. It was covered, and that's like 4.5 feet to cover all those stones back there. We actually had shut down doing burials. I kept the roads open, but I'm like, I'm not going in with snow blowers and stuff trying to find a grave and you can't even see where the monument rows are. No, we're done. We're done. So yeah, we waited till like May 1st and we opened up again, and it got super nuts. But anyways, yeah, it was like 2.5 feet of snow at a one dumping there like early on, and that poor little tractor, it was good, but it definitely made that thing work. I don't remember how many times I had to go back and fill up the tank. That's a long time ago. I'm talking like 2000 and, well, we got the backhoe in 2005, but we had this little tractor pretty much after I started in 2003, because I got the backhoe, the loader, and this attachment on the little green tractor, the 4110. Let me pop up a video, or not a video, a picture of one of them. 4110. It was a good little tractor. Images. So that's pretty much it there. Oh, let me see what you're looking at. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. So I mean, it was a good little tractor, but I think it was like 28 horse or something like that. It wasn't huge. Pardon me, but it was a pretty good tractor. So that's about snow we got. So that's a good question. Thanks, Jake, for sending that in. Next one is from Spencer, and this is March 13th, a little bit sooner, a little bit closer. It says, "Good day, Bill and family. I know you don't play Farm Sim anymore." Nope, retired Farm Sim. I had to retire from Farm Sim. But what was your favorite FS13 to FS22? And would you ever visit save games just to see what you have done? I don't know if I'd have all the mods and stuff still available that we used in those games in the past to actually load it up, so it wouldn't be too good. What was my favorite version? I did play a real lot of FS13. Seems like the versions I've got them, like FS11, really sucked. For the time though, when it came out, it was probably really good. FS13, 15, 17, 19, 22 was getting a little bit on my nerves, we'll say. 25 drove me over the hill. Is that the right way to say that? Drove me to the madhouse, maybe. I don't know. I just couldn't get along with that game. There was just way too much sophistication in it now, and my brain was just not doing that no more. So it was simpler to play before, and this, they added in so much crap now, and it's like, nah. And there's so much you could do in it that I just couldn't do in it, you know what I mean, for you guys to watch, and I felt like it was kind of cheating you guys out of it. I'm like, nah, I can't be doing this no more, so I had to cut her off. So we might go back and maybe play something. We'll just randomly pick one of the games and load it up and go for a farm again, maybe. I enjoyed doing it, but just when it got to that higher sophistication, like, one of the things that really bothered me was with FS25 is if you had a field that you had multiple helpers working in, you could set them up and let them go in the older versions, where this one, they seem to be always on each other and just didn't work out well. I don't know. I maybe wasn't doing it right or something, but like, that's one of the things where I don't know, I can't figure this out anymore, so. But anyways, we might visit someday. It's not going to be probably really soon, but you never know. But anyways, thanks, Spencer, for sending that in. Good question. Next one is from Austin Zeman from March 16th. Why don't you play some FS25 video anymore? Kind of just explained that one, so there you go. You already got your answer to that one. And this got a few other questions here. What is your favorite food to cook? Absolutely, the favorite food to cook for me is steak on the barbecue. I really should get myself one of the hibachis and cook it on the open fire stuff, but that stuff's really not good for you. The gas stuff's not really good for you either, but it's probably better than the burning stuff, you know, like the wood stuff burning, the charcoal and stuff. It does give a different flavor though, gotta say, but if you didn't eat it all the time like that, maybe you'd probably be all right once in a while. But we just fire up the barbecue, gas, propane, and away you go, right? So he also asks, what's your favorite chain sharpener? Well, Oregon does make a good sharpener. They're quite expensive. I've just got one of the, and then I'm gonna get that actually up here too. I'll bring that up and mount it somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna need another plug for that then. Oh, that's okay. What's mine? What brand is? I know it's just like the cheapy one from Princess Auto kind of thing. It works good though. I'd say it's almost on par probably with an Oregon. Oh, you guys are moving away. It's not didn't get too far away. It's not like the best top of the line sharpener, but if you're doing it professionally, you might want something a little better. I should have brought my water with me, darn it. But for all the chains I sharpen, works great. You want to hear a real cool story? This is going to get me ranting a little bit. Out at the Hunters and Anglers Club that I'm part of, I'm on grounds committee there kind of thing. They had pretty much the exact same sharpener out there. I had to give up that position though, unfortunately. It's just constantly things are getting mysteriously broken. Needless things too, ridiculous. Like you guys seen the video I did on some of the maintenance stuff out there. They got that 1025R little smaller John Deere tractor. It had a recall, so we took it in. I said to them while they got it there, well, these guys are pretty hard on things here, maybe just give it a going over. They come up with $2,500 worth of things that needed fixed on it. I'm like, holy freaking crap. Steel's leaking. Now that's not probably a member thing using it, but I had put a brand new set of blades on it last fall. Brand new. And they came up, oh yeah, it needs a set of blades. These ones are all bent. I'm like, you're freaking kidding me, right? Holy crap. Really? Brand new set. Wrecked. What really set me off though, and I'm like, nah, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I'm just going to be a normal member. You guys can figure this crap out. This is stupid. Someone backed that bigger tractor out with a loader on it and smoked the frickin' chainsaw grinder off the bench. It's frickin' garbage now. I'm like, you're frickin' kidding me, right? Oh my God. And just everything. Those two brand new mowers that we did a video there a while ago, garbage. I've got one here that's frickin' just destroyed. Should have brought my water. The other one I think is still working, but like the nice handle on it, it's fucking, pardon my French, it's freaking wrecked. And it's like, how could you people be so hard on stuff? Those were brand new mowers and they're freaking garbage. Really? I'm like, oh my God. The 2 brand new trimmers that we got. I'm gonna go through all this crap because this freaking pisses me off like big time. Because I'm the one that's got to freaking deal with it, and they're just like, well, it's broken, fix it. What do you mean it's broken? The guy wanted me to get a price and replace that chain sharpener. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, because whoever did it needs to fess up. They freaking backed the tractor out and smoked the thing off the kit and off the bench. Someone's got to freaking fess up. Like, holy frig. No, we'll just spend more money. I'm like, no. Anyways, 2 mowers are junk. The 2 weed whackers are, the one's still good because I got it locked up in a freaking cage where nobody can get to it. I should have brought my water. So, but the other trimmer, it's down by where we go fishing, and it's just anybody can use it like the mowers. That's why they're junk. So, like a month after I bought them and put them in for service to use, I went down to the ponds building there to get that trimmer out to use it to trim around when I was cutting grass there, to trim around the frickin' fences and stuff. So I get it going, fired up, and all of a sudden the line just goes. I'm like, what the frig? I look at the bump head thing on it, it's all floppy, and I'm like, and it had the original line, the orange line that still provides for you when you buy it. So it's not like someone changed line. So I open it up and there's a big giant spring in there, gone. I'm like, did someone seriously need this for their trimmer at home? Or they just thought, oh, I just want to take this apart, and then freaking lost parts. I'm like, holy. Anyways, I'm getting off in a rant. The blood pressure's going to be going too high. That just started all from a chainsaw sharpener because that's what the guy smashed off the bench. And it was pretty much the same one that I've got here, which I'll bring up a mount up here. But anyways, sorry, Austin, you got me on a big of a rant there, but I had to give up that position. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this no more. Every freaking time something's broken. Really? How the frig can you people be so hard on stuff? So I'm like, no, you guys can find someone else. Anyways, thanks, Austin, for sending that in. Oh, pardon me. The next one's from Douglas, and this is from March 17th. I can't answer this question. Bill, you're planning on replacing your wife's car anytime soon, or are you planning on running it till it dies? Just wondering. Douglas, Doug from Michigan. No comment on that right now. Maybe you'll see later. Thanks, Douglas, for sending that in. You can see that. I'm about that later. Can't comment on that. Can't say nothing. Anyways, Stefan. The next one here is from March 17th. It says, hi, Bill. Stefan here from Wellington, New Zealand. Oh, I should have brought my water. Hope you and your family are keeping well. Oh, I'm good until I started ranting. That's okay. Let's turn some lights on here. It's not much light, but it might be a help. After watching your video of service day on the 2013 Corolla, you mentioned about 2 Indian chaps parked next to your truck. Yeah, possibly up to no good. Nothing's happened yet, but I've got my eyes wide peeled, we'll say. Have you thought about adding CCTV to your house or shop? I do have some on the house, but they're not in really good locations because we got freaking trees all over the place here, so the camera won't see through a tree, right? Well, that's not so good. One particular vehicle in New Zealand that is top picked for vehicle theft is a Mazda Demo. Really enjoy your videos, Stefan. So, anyways, in the almost end of winter time, I had my truck parked kind of right here, and they just pulled right in and parked like right beside my truck, like pretty much beside the sawmill there. And there wasn't a whole lot of snow piled here. Like I say, it was kind of melting and stuff. So I was inside. We were just ready to kind of go out somewhere. And my wife was out of the car on the driveway here. Stay. And she's texted me. She's like, get out here quick. Someone's pulled in right beside your truck. I'm like, what? So I'm like, I just coming up the stairs and come out Paisley was already out, our dog, Paisley was out circling the car, growling. I'm like, good girl, get him. And so yeah, she was doing that. And so I just grabbed my round mouth shovel that was leaning up by the door there, and I kind of walked over. By that time, they'd kind of backed out and were just about ready to leave, and I stopped them. I'm like, oh, well, what's going on? What are you guys doing? Oh, we wanted to see if we could park over here, sir. I'm like, whoa, what? What do you mean park over here? It's not a parking lot. Oh, is this all private in here? I'm like, yeah, why do you get out of here? Okay, sir, okay, sir. So they ended up leaving, and I don't know, they seen them back again, but maybe they didn't see anything that was worth stealing, so they buggered off. If I catch ya, this is probably about the worst place to start stealing stuff, just so you guys know. First of all, I do have firearms. Second of all, I do have a place to bury bodies, and I do have a backhoe. I do have a sign that states that. I don't know why they thought they could just park in here. It doesn't look like a parking lot to me. It's a private residence. Like, what the heck? So, yeah, I got to make up a sign. Maybe it says private property, you know? It's like, oh my God, like, really? Really? These guys are so freaking brazen. Oh my God. Like, wow. He's lucky I didn't smash the windshield in and, you know, give him one of these, whoop, with the blade of the shovel. Like, holy crap. Man, like, what the, really? You're gonna rant me again. Like, what the heck? Anyways. So I don't, oh man, sorry. I'm getting too ranty. I should have brought my water out. But yeah, they were very East Indian. They didn't have turbans on. So they were like new East Indian or whatever. Like, I don't know, but honestly, some of you might be East Indian watching this video. I don't know. Whatever. But we're getting overrun with them here because they're letting so many migrate here. And it's like, we don't have room for the people we got. You can't really start bringing more people in here because now we got to find houses for all these people. We just don't have the structural ability, maybe I'll say, for all these people. Like, I don't know why they keep letting them come in. Like, holy crap, we're overrun. Pretty much every house property from here all the way up to a little place called Primrose, which is like a 25-minute drive north of here. It's all been bought by these Indian people. Every house has been sold and bought. I don't know where us that lived here have gone. We had to go somewhere. I don't get it. But every time you go up there, every property, you see them walking around there, and they're just taking over. I do apologize if you are an Indian feller and you're watching my video. I don't mean to insult you or nothing, but holy crap, like, it's getting nuts here. Anyways, that's probably a sensitive topic, so let's go to the next one. So thanks, Sue, thank you for sending that one in. Got me ranting again. That's what rants. Next one is from Spencer. April 2nd, getting a little bit closer. It says, Bill, I got a question for you. Why don't you like the John Deere LAs and LI tractors? I don't know. They just look goofy. They don't look like a tractor. It's like this great big radiator looking thing in the front, and then it kind of narrows down to like a seat. It just doesn't look right. I'm sure they're fine. Pretty small horsepower, but man, sorry. I don't know why I just don't like them. I guess they look maybe they just look kind of too goofy or something. I don't know, but anyways, thanks Spencer for sending that in. I just don't like them. Sorry. I like the AR. It's nice. Oh man, should have brought my water. Travis from April 21st. Hello, Bill and family. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for all the videos, Bill. Keep up the great content. Thank you. Oh man, might have to get a drive-through here or something. I don't have a cold. It's just, I guess, ranting and making my voice hurt and sore and stuff. Anyways, a couple questions for you. With all the machines you operate, is there a machine that you would like to learn? With all the machines you operate, Is there a machine that you would like to learn to operate? Whether it be big tractors, farm equipment, construction equipment, etc. I'd like to learn, I'd probably be pretty good at it, a big excavator, like a full-size excavator, and a combine. I'd like to do both of those someday. I think a combine would be pretty operator heavy. You'd really have to know what you're doing. Oh man. So yeah, I'd like to drive those two. Maybe a big giant excavator, one that moves like you know, a pickup truck worth of dirt kind of thing. That'd be sweet in one scoop. Also, is there a skill that you haven't learned that you would like to learn about? Throat clearing would be a good one. Oh, I might have to go get my water. Well, I haven't touched on it yet, but I'd like to learn this leather working stuff. I think that's kind of a cool skill to know. Skill to know. I just haven't had time to go down to the Tandy leather place to get like a chunk of leather to make a belt with, so I just haven't had time yet. We've been really busy here, so one of these days I'll hopefully get down and I can get like a half a cow hide or something and bring it home, make a new belt. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But until then, I got the tools ready to go. Just I gotta get a hunk of leather, so I'm a little bit short of leather right now. But yeah, that's a pretty good skill. I'd like to kind of learn the leather working stuff, different things like the sewing part of it, and figuring out the little snap button things and making things. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Be nice to learn how to make like a knife sheath. You know, like to hold like a multi-tool or something like that. That'd be kind of sweet. Sorry for all the hacking, guys. My goodness. It's great to see the building progress. Progress for the new shop, and it's going to be exciting to see it all come together. Also, I hope that one day you will return to playing Farm Sim. Everybody loves the Farm Sim. I know you guys do. You guys have watched that Farm Sim for a long time, but like I said earlier, I might go back to one of the older versions, maybe do some more Farm Sim stuff. We'll see. I kind of like trying different mods and stuff. You guys seem to really like the mod of the week kind of thing, so we might go back to that. We'll see. I've seen some of the improvements that made through the online videos that seem... Oh, you guys moved again. Seem to have fixed a few issues. If not, that's okay. Take care. Cheers. Travis from BC. Maybe one day we'll go back to it. Some of the aspects of the old games I do kind of miss. Like the tandem trailer hookups. You know what I mean? Like you hook a whole bunch of trailers together and it's like a big train trailer thing. That was kind of fun. Baling, I like trying testing out different balers and square balers, round balers, stuff like that. Grow the crop, harvest the crop, bale the stuff, do whatever, you know. We'll see. But anyway, thanks Travis. Sort of sending that in. That was April 21st. Okay. This one is from Kevin from Riverside, California. Holy smokes. That's a long way from here. Is Princess Auto comparable to Canadian Tire? What are your thoughts on both? Yes and no. Canadian Tire has more expensive stuff. Kind of almost the same kind of stuff, but more expensive stuff. I would say it's more comparable to you guys and your Harbor Freight down there. It's more like that kind of stuff. Princess Auto does get into a lot of different brands of things though the odd time, and it's like they've got the Power Fist originally. Now they've got Pro Point. Oh, there's another brand they're into now too. I can't remember what it was now. But some of the stuff they're getting is more expensive stuff. Like they've got let's see if I can find it here. Princess Auto. My brother-in-law actually is a manager now, just the last 3 or 4 months down at the one we usually go to. So that's kind of cool. I haven't actually been down yet, but they have a air compressor. Very expensive though. Air compressor. And it is a screw type air compressor, not a piston pump compressor. And let's see here. Relevance. No, we want to go price. Ooh, boy, there it is. So it is a Hyundai. Apparently they make air compressors too, and cars. 80-gallon, 10 horsepower rotary screw electric air compressor. It's special order only, it says, although the one down there, they did have one on the showroom. So let me pop that so I can see what you're looking at. So that's the rotary screw air compressor, and it is currently not on sale, but that is the price for it. Can you see the price? $8,000. That would make air really fast, so let's see if it gives us any specs. Will automatically notify the operator at 500 working hours to purchase replacement ISO 46 oil. So it weighs 660 pounds. It's pretty heavy. 22.4 cubic foot per minute. That's pretty good. I think, to be honest though, my compressor is better than that. Yeah, there's some specs on there, but I think my compressor actually does better than that. So, anyways, thanks Kevin for sending that in. You guys have slipped again. What is going on here? Can you guys just stay still? There we go. So, next one is from Dylan Fisher, and this is May 14th, so we're getting a bit closer. It says, hi Bill, hope it's all well with you and the family. Here's some questions I have. I'm getting back into gaming. It's been a long time and wondering what your PC specs are. Well, mine aren't, we'll say up to date now. I'm about maybe middle of the road. It's an Intel i7 12 something, 3.5 gigahertz CPU, 64 gig of RAM. And I've got the, it's a 3090 video card, ATI video, or NVIDIA video card. 24 gigabyte though on that. And it still runs actually everything really well. I've got all the MME hard drives in it, ones that stick right into the motherboard. They seem to be pretty good. And yeah, it's not the best computer you can buy now, but we looked at a 5090. Oh my god. Video card, a 5090, and it was 16 gigabyte, I think. $3,400. Man, I'm like, no, we're not doing that. $3,400 Canadian for a freaking video card. Holy crap, it better be freaking good, let me tell you. No, we didn't do that. I just turned around, walked away. I'm like, oh my god. I think the most I've ever spent on a video card was like $1,500, and that was like, wow, this is crazy. And I can't remember which one it was now. It might be the one I'm running now. It could have been that 1080 Ti that I was running before, that Dylan's actually still running now, and it runs all his games great. It's like, do you really need to upgrade to a better video card? I don't know. I think it's more like your CPU and RAM speeds more than the video card, but I don't know, whatever. Do you have and or used controller and steering wheel for games like Mud Runner, Spin Tires? Yes. Steering wheel and American Truck Sim? Yes. I have the Logitech G something. I forget what model it is now. It's a pretty good wheel. It's getting a little bit kind of wore out, though. I kind of feel like it's getting a little bit sloppy. Ball joints are going or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I gotta check your battery. Oh, you're good. Yeah, so it's a this is a G29 or G129 or something like that. It's a pretty good wheel. And then just a standard Xbox controller for some of the stuff. I don't really use it a whole lot. And then I'm mostly a keyboard and mouse guy for pretty well everything else. But any of the driving games like Truck Sim, yeah, I use the steering wheel. spin tires, use the steering wheel. It's kind of nice with the foot controls and stuff. When can we expect to see more work done on Boris and the repair? When we get this a little bit more better in here, which actually not too much longer, but I'd like to get potentially some spray insulation maybe done, but I might wait another year. So we might get Boris up in here to work on it. We'll see. Now I just seriously checked your battery and now it's down to the yellow. What the heck? We better hurry up. So Boris soon, hopefully. I'd like to maybe work on this 8N a bit first, see how it runs, and then maybe sell, like I said, these other two ones, because I don't really need that many tractors. It's just kind of an obsession, but I need to get that kind of looked after. So we'll see. How did you become so knowledgeable with maintenance aspects of vehicles, equipment, and tractors? I'll tell you what, just start doing stuff. Just start doing stuff. You can read books till you go blue in the face. You're still not going to really probably understand it until you actually go and do it. If you screw up, you fix it. If you wire something wrong, you might blow something up or fry something. They always make new parts. You can just change it. I did that with the 800. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, we fried the electronic ignition because I didn't have the right coil and wires. I think it was really confusing to me, but I figured it out and we got the right stuff together and then it works fine now. It fired boom right up, you know. So I don't know, it's stupid how these things don't intermix like they used to. Like you used to be able to take that coil off of this tractor and put it on this guy and it ran fine. Can't do that now with things, it seems. But anyways, you just got to do it. You just got to go ahead and do it, and you'll figure it out. So anyways, thanks for continuing to make YouTube content over the years. I always enjoy the videos. Best regards from Dylan Fisher, May 14th. Thanks, Dylan. That's the same spelling as my son's name, D-Y-L-E-N. All right, we got only a couple left here. That's good because I think we're getting low on battery. Been yakking too long. So this is from Mowing and Gaming, but it says Brandon at the bottom. Hey Bill, I've been a sub since your first backhoe video in 2011. Oh, you're an old timer too, aren't you? I know it. My question for you is, have you ever considered leaving YouTube? That's a real hard one, because I originally started YouTube to kind of keep kids grow up so fast. As you can see, my son is now freaking taller than me. I kind of wanted something to, you know, show the stages of them kind of growing and maturing into the people that they are now. Well, now that they are, do I really need to do YouTube? Now it's kind of turned into more of an entertainment sort of thing for you guys and the kids. Dylan's been in a few of my videos here. My daughter really has no interest in it. She never really has, and so that's fine. But you've seen her a few times in a couple of videos, but she really had no interest in it. Same as my wife. She's got no interest in being in any of the videos hardly. It's kind of rare and hard to get her into something. You know, the odd time I'll sneak her in or something, she doesn't really maybe know it, but she's got no interest in any of that. Neither does my daughter. My son, a little more, yeah. He does have his own channel, but he doesn't put content on it, Dylan. Put content up and get people interested in what you're doing. That's what I did. And eventually you can hopefully make it fairly big in it and actually make a bit of money out of it too, you know, with the ads and stuff, right? The longer video you make, the more ads you can put in, the more revenue you could potentially make. That's why my videos are long. Sorry if you get bored, but that's how it works. If you make a short little videos, you might get a lot of views on it, but you only get like 1 or 2 ads in it. Well, that's no good. Truck was doing something weird there. It's not heated up too much, so that's good. Yeah, so mostly it was started off to document what my kids are growing up and doing, and you know, they start small and then they get big fast. So it was kind of neat to be able to go back and, you know, see a video when, say, Dylan drove the ATV for the first time when he was like 6. That's a lot of years ago now, though, right? So, yeah, if I'd ever leave it, I think they'd have to really, I'm going to say, screw up or change the platform from where it is now. And it's almost got there a little while ago. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to really bother doing this anymore, you know, because it is a lot of work. I got to say, it's a lot of work. And I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. I've kind of sort of laid off a little bit. I used to do a video like every day, you know, and that was like a lot of work. And working out here too, but it was kind of mixing the two things right at that point. They'd have to really mess something up or really change rules or something, and that might be like, okay, no. Same as the ground thing, like, nah, can't do this no more. So as for right now, so far we're so good. As long as you guys are interested and keep watching. If the viewership falls right off, well, there's no one watching your content. There's really no point in doing it, right? But you guys are still watching a lot of my stuff, so that's good, and I thank you for that. So that's awesome. My other question is, this is from Brandon again. And the other question is, what would happen to all this? What would happen to all this time and stuff you're building, and all things bought, like new shop, shed, all this stuff I've been putting money into? If you ever move, will it just go to waste? I wouldn't necessarily say waste. If Dylan doesn't, per se, want to take the job over after I croak, or if I just retire, if he doesn't want to take it over, well, someone's going to have a pretty freaking nice workshop here at the house, aren't they? And that's the way it is, you know. If we retire, move away, well, Dylan will have a nice workshop here at the house if he gets a family of his own or whatever, and moves in and takes over like I did from my wife's dad when he was kind of done with it. Same sort of thing, right? He was here for like 22 years. I've almost got him beat now, so that's awesome. I think I started in 2003, so how many years is that? 2, 3, 13, 23. I'm like about the same as what he was when he retired. Oh, the truck's going to idle up now. Isn't that interesting? Maybe it's going into a cleaning cycle. It might be, actually. It's sitting here running a whole lot of time. Yeah, it actually might be. It's running at about 1,000 RPM now. So yeah, but then if Dylan says, no, I don't want to take that job over, then we all move away, and then someone else comes and takes over, and they live in the house, and they have a pretty awesome workshop. So enjoy it while you can. That's all I can say. You don't got very long. You better enjoy it. Don't frickin' take a day for granted. Enjoy every single day that you can. Something could happen. You could get sick. It just went into the cleaning cycle. Be getting really hot back there now. You could get sick, and that'd be it. So, you know, enjoy every day. That's what I try to do the best I can. Enjoy every day. Anyways, thanks, Brandon, for sending that in. That's a good question. We only have one left, and this is from May 27th. And this is from Andrew. It says, good afternoon. Hope all is going well. I recently seen the new hobby video, so I guess he means leather making video. My question is, what happened to doing the beeswax making, candle making? Are you going back to possibly do it again? So the place I was getting my wax, it was like bulk. Remember we did that, cleaned up that big giant block of stuff we had? That place closed down, so I have no real access to any more wax per se. There's places around I could get it, but it's like, I've got a fair bit still here, but I'm not really selling them, so it's like, I should probably be, but I don't really want to get into the candle kickers, you know what I mean? Like tire kickers, candle kickers. I don't really want to get into that, so I'll maybe, if my wife says, oh, you got any of these candles? I'm like, yeah, I could make some, sure. Yeah, you know, I've done a few here, but once I ran out of wax, that's gonna be it. So I still got about 4 or 5 of the big one loaf pan, whatever they were, one big loafy pan thing that we poured into. I think I got 5 or 6 maybe of those left, and like one big disc. And I do have all the candles that we made that I guess I could melt down again and reuse, but I don't know. Maybe one day, we'll see. I did 2 years ago, I did a whole bunch of the taper candles, along with for my sister in Halifax, because their hydro power goes out there quite often. So I thought, oh, maybe they could use candles. So I did her like 25 of them. It took quite a while to actually get them all done, so I only had the one mold, right? So pour one, let it harden. Can't pull it out right away. You got to kind of leave it sit for like 5-6 hours and then pull it out, because it's too soft if you pull it too fast, right? But yeah, other than that, you never know what we're gonna get into. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, so you never know. But anyways, thank you, Andrew, for sending that in. That is from May 27th. That is our last question of the question and answer video today. So if you've got a question, the email's in the description. Send her in to me. And thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys didn't get too frustrated with all that. Oh, you can't even see me. Oh, now it's really bright. Hopefully you didn't get too frustrated with all that ranting. It just got a little crazy. Sorry, I apologize, but not much I can do about that. I get ranting, I just get going. That chain grinder, that was the last straw for me. I'm like, oh, this is freaking stupid. Like, come on. Do you seriously have to break every freaking thing that this club owns? I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't understand that. How can you seriously... Whatever. Anyways, I just want to go see if this thing is doing its cleaning cycle here. It actually probably is. Let me put my seat back so I don't kill myself trying to get out. But the wife's new car thing, that was the question there, if I'm going to ever buy her a new car. I can't comment on that right now. I maybe just gave it away, but this should be really hot back here if it's cleaning. It's not wicked hot. I don't think so. I don't think it's in the cleaning cycle. Sounds like it's really sucking a bunch of air though. It's got a sucky vent like right here. It really draws the air. Oh yeah, it's sucking pretty good. If I just tap this now, it'll probably go out again. Listen to it, ready? Awesome. Love it. It's awesome! Okay, let's back into the garage here. Not, oh, I know. I should have made the door like a foot wider. Oh well. I gotta do a bit of gravel work here too. I gotta do, better put these back in again. See, if I was like a foot wider on each side, I wouldn't have to put my mirrors in, but I figured a 10 by 10 door was pretty good. As I put it through the back wall, wouldn't that be awesome? Well, I guess I don't really need to put those out again. I gotta watch this one, I gotta get it. I'm actually too close. You gotta get it fairly close to the wall, so that's where it wants you to stop, but I gotta go actually back a little bit more. Right about there, bud. Sweet. Alright, just don't catch the building on fire. Shouldn't be anything near it, but yeah, I gotta get pretty much back. Almost touching. It could have gone back about another 3 inches, but that gives me just enough room to walk through the front here, right, with the door closed. Now let's put the door down. Oh, I got a button over here I could use. It's got a button here, and I kind of wish I went about another 6 feet longer, but that would have been quite a bit more money for concrete and stuff and steel roofing, and so I can just, you know, going back a little more, I can get through here pretty well. But yeah, it's in. And worst comes to worst, if I don't pile a bunch of crap in here, I could get my wife's car in here first. This stuff here, of course, won't be here. It's got to go somewhere. And I could get her car in here if it's going to be a real shitty winter night or something like that, and I got to back my truck in here. And nice high and dry and screw off winter, right? But yeah, there you go. Awesome. Awesome. Love my door. It's awesome. Love my door. It's awesome. But yeah, I could have got back just a hair bit more there, but that's okay. All right, let's put this up. I still have to do the silicone stuff around the door here yet. I haven't finished that off yet, but anywho. I do feel much better though that this thing is parked inside now. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we just got these little universal remote things off Amazon, and you just program it to the door thing in there and press the learn button, and then boom, away you go. But anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. I got to get on the mill soon and do some more siding. Oh, that's all we gonna have battery here. Oh, not much. I got the other side done. I'm not particularly liking how it came out, but it's there. And I got a good chunk of this done too. So I need to cut some more wood. But this side, I think this side come out a lot better. I don't know. I like it. It got one little kind of bulge screw up there, and a little bit of a one down here, just because the pieces didn't match up super nice. But I'm not really super crazy about this. Is the wall we did the video on, but this one I didn't. I just kind of went ahead and did her. But I got lots to do yet, and then I gotta do the top. I don't like doing the tops because I gotta cut all the angles and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get skeetered right out of here. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Send more questions. We need more questions. Oh man, we're almost an hour right there.